Hi guys, how's it going? So let's talk COVID and the solution to COVID, or at least as of now, this is our solution to COVID. The COVID vaccine, which is out in the UAE and specifically in Dubai. Now I'll give you the lowdown on exactly how to get there, what you need to do or have with you, and the entire process, because I didn't get the vaccination myself. I took someone else today, but I will be going back also eventually. So this is the SINOPHARM vaccine, which is the Chinese one, and it's already been taken by the ruler of Dubai. So you have your assurance there that it's been well tested for sure. Now let's talk about the details. How do you get there? Well, it took me a bit to also find it on the map, because I was looking for Dubai Parks and Resorts, I was looking for field hospital, but it didn't come up with any of those searches on Google Maps. So what you need to search is SEHA COVID-19 Vaccination Center Dubai. So just look up SEHA COVID-19 in Google Maps and it'll take you straight there. It'll take you right to the entrance, and there are a few signboards at the end as well to direct you in. But just getting there, it's exit number 5 if you're coming from the World Trade Center side, and it should take you about 30-35 minutes or so to get there if you're going from the World Trade Center in Dubai, which is kind of the center point. So it's fairly straightforward once you get there. Most of the time you're waiting there in the car, you start off and you're queued up in your car to enter the parking lot. Once you are allowed into the parking lot, you are also asked to park in a certain order. And then eventually from that order, you are made to go into another another section of the parking lot, where once again you're asked to line up in a certain order, and that's when the people who are receiving it can enter into the hospital, into the field hospital. So which is quite a large space, and it's very well organized, of course, as most things are out here. And once you enter, of course, as you're entering, you get a number. From that point on, everything is based on your number. When you get your number, you go inside, you are called to the registration desk based on your number. Once you get registered over there, you go into a separate waiting area, and that waiting area you will be called again based on your number. Most of it is done, all of it is done in groups of 2. You have 2 people who always go for each of the different levels. And from that waiting area, you are going to see the nurse. The nurse is going to take your blood pressure. Then you go into another waiting area. You wait to see the doctor. From when you see the doctor, that's when you can ask your questions. So if you have any questions, the doctor is the right person to ask. And the doctor will also check with you if you have any conditions they need to know about, any previous history, any family history as well, just so they can monitor that and have that as a point on your file. So if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. In terms of side effects, you also have to sign a document saying that you are prepared to take this vaccination, and the details of it are very clear. A few questions that you can possibly ask are, of course, about side effects, which is also listed on the document there. The doctor will also let you know about the fact that you have to come back for a booster shot after 21 days. You need to make an appointment. You will also receive a card saying that you've received your first shot, and a space to obviously complete when you receive your second shot as well. And then you have that file with you. You go on into another waiting area, and from that waiting area you'll be called in to have your vaccination. Once you have your vaccination, you have to wait again for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're called in again to check your blood pressure, just to check if there's any variation between the initial blood pressure check and the post-vaccine check. And that's it. There you go. It's pretty painless. Best of all, a few points to note, obviously, it's quite easily available, it's free, it's very accessible to everyone. You don't have to have any kind of special conditions, you don't have to be above 60 or have any issues to be able to get the vaccine. There is one thing that might be helpful though, if you have someone who is 60 plus with you, or you happen to also be in the special condition population and you have some way of verifying that, then you can go into a separate line that's on the side. It's the VIP section, but anyone who is 60 plus can go into that section also. So as you enter and you get off the bridge, where everyone else is queuing up, you can ask the security and go through the VIP section. So I'm going to end by showing you the card, the vaccination card, and the consent form that will need to be signed by you. But of course you can't see the details on it, just to have an idea. So do what's right for you, decide if you'd like to take it. I just hoped I could help you figure out what goes into getting there. I hope that helped, and if you have any more questions, I would be happy to answer. Drop it in the comments, and here you go.